Joining me today in the studio to discuss the arrival of President Trump's envoy Jason Greenblatt and the latest attempts to restart Israeli-Palestinian peace talks is senior Israeli diplomat and former Israeli Deputy Foreign Minister Danny Ayalon. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure, Natasha.
So today you have both Aaron and I here to question you, but let's start with what's on everybody's mind, Jason Greenblatt's arrival in Israel. Now, what does it mean for ongoing peace talks, in your opinion?
Well, first of all, it means that Trump is serious. He has been serious since his campaign announcements that he would really like to get the deal. He called it the ultimate deal or the mother of all deals, and he's very much interested to move forward. Also, I think within its strategic outlook for the Trump administration is that in order to more effectively stop the Iranian expansion and the Russian also intrusion here in the Middle East, there has to be some alliance between the Sunni Muslim countries and with Israel. And that also should help, in his mind, the Palestinian track.
Now, when we talk about, enhancing relations between the Arab Gulf states and Israel, we saw media reports that Saudi Arabia and Israel are coming closer. Is that true? Would you say that that's a fair assumption to make, given the talks that we're now seeing take place between the two governments?
Absolutely, Natasha. It's a fair assessment. And again, it's a matter of converging interests. Today, Saudis, and actually it has been for quite some time, actually, when they felt that the Obama administration abandoned them and actually flipping over towards the Iranians, they really made some overtures toward Israel for security reasons, intelligence, and strategic overall alliance at the end of the day.
If we follow that kind of train of thought, though, are they kind of moving towards Israel now because they have felt abandoned and we have these common interests, but then 10 years, 20 years down the line, they see, oh, okay, now we're okay, let's dump Israel on the wayside. Do you think that there's a chance of that happening?
Always there is a chance, as we say in politics or diplomacy, there are no constant friends, only constant interests. So of course the interests can change, or the friends can change according to the interests. But in any case, I think that when it comes to the Saudi Arabia and the Gulf countries today, they understand more and more that Israel is not the problem in the Middle East, but the solution. And actually the main problem is the Iranian, Hezbollah, Hamas, ISIS on the other hand, and they do need Israel for all of this. Now, there is also a new heir in the Saudi Arabia, bin Salman, the son of the king, and he's very much interested in bringing Saudi Arabia up to date in terms of technology. So also for that, Israel plays a key role.
Now, going back to the issue of peace negotiations and Jason Greenblatt's arrival here in Israel, I mean, what concessions, if any, at this point, would Israel be willing to make when it comes to negotiating peace? And how do you think that's going to play a role in the conversation that Greenblatt and even Jared Kushner are going to be having with the Israeli Prime Minister?
Well, I think that the concessions, Natasha, have already played out. Just in your former item about the amnesia, Aaron, building or allowing building in areas C, giving more economic benefits to the Palestinians, relaxing some of the restrictions.
I mean, let's talk about this humanitarian crisis in Gaza as well. I mean, how is this going to affect peace talks?
Well, this is a certain problem with explosive potential. But here, as strange as it may sound, Israel is no part of it. It's an ongoing struggle, internal struggle between Hamas and Fatah. And
Hamas is blaming Israel.
And Hamas, of course, they would blame Israel. And also for them, the only way out to bring attention to that is if there is some kind of explosion. But I think that they have received very strong messages from Israel that it's not in their interest and benefit to start anything with us. I think that could be their demise.
So
absolutely. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time, Aaron. I know we could go on all day about this, but thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
Danny Ayalon.